FaNcY LaD.
FaNcY LaD.
FaNcY LaD.
Podcast FaNcY LaD.
FaNcY LaD.
Podcast. Gonna talk to my friends. Gonna share a
FaNcY
thought.
LaD.
Gonna have a laugh. That's what I
FaNcY
thought.
LaD.
FaNcY LaD.
FaNcY
FaNcY
LaD.
Podcast. FaNcY LaD. FaNcY LaD
FaNcY
Podcast. Yeah.
Hi, this is Big. Thank you for tuning into the FaNcY LaD podcast. And we're back to the podcast. First ever video edition podcast, possibly. And let me just introduce my co-host here, Abe Dubin.
Good evening.
Pro Skater Orange Man. Matt Tomasello. Pro Skater for the same team, FaNcY LaD Skateboards. And Tom Tweak, not Pro Skater,
Not pro anything. Pretty bad at lots of things.
but a hell of a pro podcaster.
You know,
He's leading the team.
I've listened to a few, not gonna lie.
Yeah. And yeah, so our very special guest here, Matt Tomasello. We owe him a big congratulatory applause. Skater of the Year. Boston Skater of the Year.
It was rigged. Come on.
That's true.
No one else at this table has ever got an oversized check that they couldn't cash.
I haven't tried yet.
Uh-oh.
So it's probably good then. You got to sign the back of it.
Yeah, I looked. The fine print. It was actually made out to Ariel Pearl.
Yeah. The
Shout out AP.
Yeah.
Runner-up
AP
Boston
family,
Skater of
best
the Year.
skater in Boston.
the trickiest part about cashing those giant checks is finding a giant pen to sign the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Son of a bitch already.
so
I'll take it.
Alright.
Please don't interrupt me. Dude, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
It's like you
cool.
leaving
That's
on
the
the last
magic,
one.
you
I
know?
need
That's the
pizza.
magic.
Yeah, you didn't need to.
Oh, yeah, blonde?
Oh,
Huh?
Can you?
oh, you need that? I was just gonna use it as a plate.
We don't have plates, so you gotta use that.
Is
Yeah.
that cool?
Yeah, I don't care. I don't live here.
Well, thank you.
later.
So yeah, wait, what was I saying?
Ariel Pearl.
Oh yeah, Ariel Pearl. Love the guy.
Great.
It's great.
Yeah, so look him up. AP Family Edit hashtag King
Family
of
skate
Eggs.
park.
King of Eggs, really. So why did they choose you for Skater of the Year, Boston?
You know, you'll have to ask someone else that.
Is it because of your famous quotes, "Save the trauma for your mama," and "I
thinking about that
smelled
the other
weed and it threw me off," as seen in Is This Skateboarding?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been busy on Instagram lately with your tricks.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Why does the video change everything for you?
Okay, we get a camera and all of a sudden this
Yeah,
guy's wearing
no.
sunglasses, he's got a slice of pizza.
I'm just a cool dude.
Yeah.
It's true.
But this is how I always am.
Yeah, it's true.
You've been
I'm just cool.
You've been filming yourself every day for the past few years
It's
now.
different when other people are around.
Oh, okay.
You know,
The
changes
GoPro,
everything.
the GoPro just captures the ankles, so
Mm.
yeah.
Captures the
Maybe
essence
like a
of my
puddle.
ankles.
Yeah.
So yeah, what have you noticed any change in how people are approaching you on the street ever since?
No, still
okay.
just
Yeah.
not recognized at all. Yeah.
Well, thanks for having us in your home. I just want to say that real quick that this is
He has a beautiful, beautiful house.
This is Matt's new house.
This is what you get with that Skater of the Year money.
Yeah. The check.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get to pay first and
Giant
last
checks.
in this new apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even security, for some fucking crazy reason. Oh shit! Oh my
Don't
God.
don't fucking.
No, you can edit that out. Don't.
Yeah.
Tommy,
Matt's mom, if you're listening, he paid security. Don't worry. He's living in a normal, healthy
Okay, okay.
situation.
Alright, yeah.
Tony, we'll get that in post.
Yeah.
Tommy.
So what drives a skater of the year?
Toyota Camry.
What do you think set you? What do you think set you above all the other skaters in the FaNcY Lad is the skateboarding video that didn't get Skater of the Year. Maybe myself and Abe.
It's true.
It's a good question. I think you guys would be able to answer that.
Oh my god.
Well, for me, I would say it's because all of my flings are considered one big fat joke.
I mean, I didn't say that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
But Jesse had a good point when he was telling me that same thing that Marty told me, that the local kids in their areas, Marty in California and Jesse in England, they would fling their boards at the wall. They would yell, "FaNcY Lad! FaNcY Lad! FaNcY Lad!"
It's true. If you ever look up the hashtag, there's like a bunch of people just like doing nothing and then just writing hashtag FaNcY Lad.
Nice.
So you consider that nothing, skating?
No, but it's when you do it.
It's different when
It's
I...
like, yeah, I know. It's like it's thought out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not just like some like European like, I don't know, like ledge spot and they just shoot the board somewhere, wait for it to be done moving, then just jump back on it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Yours involve risk.
But I think to your point is that
Definite risk.
Marty and Jesse see a lot of
No,
kids
but
just flinging their boards around, yelling "FaNcY Lad," and it's always in a joking fashion, you know, like, this is stupid.
This guy.
But
Oh.
it's the only time they see them smile.
You said that?
Dude,
Yeah.
you took the
Oh,
wind
wow.
right out of my sail. That was...
Well,
Wow,
that was
really? Said.
I know that I said that's what you were gonna say.
Yeah, you
If
knew...
you rewind, we'll rewind.
Yeah,
real
you
quick.
knew
Ready?
that's what I was going to
Right,
say.
and I
then-
said I can take this bit and I can deliver it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for these. Tom Tweak with the assist. So the joke's really on them.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's the only time that they're having fun at the skate park. But, you know, the prison ground where you, train, the prison yard where you're training. That's
Skate
what
park?
I call it. Yeah.
Oh.
Skate park.
Yeah. Organized fun zone.
Oh, the TF.
Yeah, the TF Organized Fun Zone.
Paintball course.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The TF.
So as skater of the year,
It's like
how
a bar.
important is
Oh.
fun to you?
Oh, wow.
The band.
Oh.
No, hold on. Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
When did you decide to become a creative skater?
Can't ask me shit like
What was the date? What was the eureka moment?
Chris Haslam almost round 3.
Nice, good part.
Yeah.
Him
Really?
front blunting on
I
a
really
board
like that part.
changed my life.
No, not that.
That was awesome.
The
I think
one
that's the
foot-
best
That was
thing in
cool,
there.
though.
No, the one
but-
foot frontside board slide was
Shove
the
out on a
That was
fucking
cool.
handrail.
Handrail.
Burial flip Smith.
very
on the same
small handrail. But yes,
Front board tray flip.
you know, when that video came out, Artie from the Coliseum said, "I never knew who was gonna be the one to film a better part than PJ in the Wonderful Harbor Life video, but Chris Haslam did it."
Honestly, that's like the most impressive ever been by a skate park. Ever.
So Chris Haslam, you can honestly say, is your favorite skater.
No, that'd be Kirchart. Then Louis Barletta. Then probably Haslam.
Louis Barletta is my favorite skater.
I consider you a melding of all of those beautiful talents.
Oh, thank you.
Quiet, boy. You're special.
The doctor was telling me the same.
Now, I don't know if you're skater of the year special.
I didn't think so either.
Okay, so we can agree on something.
So, now that we're on the subject... I'm sorry.
What?
You can go.
Did you want to...
No, that's fine.
Okay, because
Alright.
I was just going
Just
to...
say it.
So
Ben,
how does
could
it... Tom, I was going to... Real quick, I was
just gonna...
do... Because I was
I
going
was
to
gonna
go
talk
ask
to Abe
Matt
about
questions.
questions. Yeah. We just do it at the same time.
Yeah, we should probably do it at the same time.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
So,
Okay,
who
Matt,
do you
who
think
do you think
should have been
skater of the year?
Oh,
You go first.
see, I lived in Rhode Island for the whole entire year.
Yeah, that wasn't the
2016.
question. That was
Oh, okay.
not the question.
Yeah.
And I
at
think
all.
Ariel Pearl has covered most surface area in Boston as far as tricks go. You know.
Wait, you call
Oh,
him
I'm
fat?
sorry.
No, I'm not Gary Rogers. No, don't just throw that accusation out there. And
Not that there's anything wrong with
no,
that.
I just think Ariel Pearl is like the essence of Boston skating. You know, covers all ground. Oh my fucking god.
Was it Boston
It's
Skater of
drums.
the Year?
It's he's actually really good
That
at
was
transition too, which
I
is
know. Oh, he's good at everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
well-rounded individual.
Did
Yeah.
inward heel flip 5-0
Pressure
regular shove out.
Mm.
Dude, it's called
Early.
pressure flip,
Dude, it's actually a pressure flip.
which makes it even better. So
Dude, it's called the Henry Sanchez pressure flip, where he calls it inward heel, but it's actually a pressure
What's
flip.
the difference?
If you ever
Jeff
did a
Wong
flip
song?
trick, you would know.
Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
where's the
I
soundboard?
have flipped my board a few times.
Without a
Strings
string.
don't count,
Oh, okay.
but it
All
does
right.
count.
Oh,
But
not Skater of the Year
yeah,
worthy, but
if it's not in Tony Hawk Pro Skater, it's not a real flip trick.
they need to
Which it
update
should be
that.
a special trick.
It's true.
They have not brought props into it yet. As far as I know. I mean, I haven't played any of the recent games, but they should.
In Tony Hawk's
Yeah.
Underground, they have the character who has a tie-dye shirt.
That changes absolutely everything.
So
All right.
that's actually not what
You
I was
can
going to ask.
sketch, right? You
I
can
think
sketch.
so.
Yeah, that's an obstacle.
That's actually not what I was going to ask. I was going to ask, how does it feel to have your favorite skater of all time, Chris Haslam,
He's
repost
not a fast skater.
your
fave.
dark
Okay.
slide, kickflip, dark slide on social fucking media?
Well, he's reposted my trick before. He
Oh.
posted that wall ride shove hippie jump like a while ago before I had Instagram, and then I was like,
crazy.
"Oh my god!" But second time around,
You're
I'm
like,
like,
leave me alone.
Old news.
God, do I have to get a restraining order?
"Do I have to block you?"
But then you got reposted by Richie Jackson.
Yeah, well, he kicked it off.
Yeah.
He took
Yeah.
the time to go on there and download the part of the video from Thrasher
Yeah,
and repost it all funky wide format.
that's true commitment.
But that was very, very sweet of him.
Yeah.
That he went out of his way, and then he Facebook, YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
that was very sweet.
What a sweetheart. We
Shout out.
What's it?
we owe a great deal of gratitude to his "and now" part.
Oh,
We
nice.
do.
Best work, yeah,
That was fucking great.
for sure.
Which is one of the only skate DVDs that you own.
Yeah.
So we had to watch the part twice just because we had no other videos.
Well, I was
to
doing my
watch.
expenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Doing
I
the
wasn't
TPS
too
report.
invested the first time, but
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that video a million times.
That's a good
David
one.
Gravette's part's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, Matt, I'm sorry. So, Skater of the Year, Matt Tomasello. Now that you are reigning Skater of the Year, what kind of pressures does that add to you for future tricks? I'm very curious because
It's IRL, man. I go to the big park, like seriously, like the next day after going to the big park, I hear someone talking shit. Like
I can't
behind
even
me.
get into the big park.
Get some water. But yeah, I hear someone talking shit behind. I was trying something like stupid. I don't even know, just having fun, flinging my board around,
Really?
laughing. No, I don't. Something like that. I don't even remember what I was trying, but like. I heard somebody behind me like, Skater of the Year can't even skate, and then I was like, okay, let me just go do
through the
some-
motions.
Yeah, I know, like go do a couple tricks, then I went back to my stupid, you know what I mean? But it's like, come on.
Yeah.
So to be
'Cause these
Skater of the
people-
Year, you have to
because-
go by other people's standards.
No,
he didn't
Before and after.
Yes.
No, I just felt like
So what's the repertoire of you
Okay,
impressing
so
someone?
no,
who
no,
might
no,
not
no.
want?
Really, this
I
is
shouldn't
why.
have-
No, but this is why
I don't know.
you were Skater of the Year, though, is because just like Fisk, you first, just like Pablo Picasso, you first prove yourself in a traditional realm, and then you kind of deviate from that and do the creative tricks. Because we've seen your handrail parts, and they're quite impressive. And just like
Quite.
Fisk, he frontside flipped the 12,
Yeah.
so he had that under his belt. So that's why the majority of people don't mind backing it, because they're like, that dude's actually sick.
This
Like,
guy's
I've
proving
seen
himself
this
as a
dude.
real
He's
skater.
actually, dude, I've
it's
seen
a different
him.
time in skateboarding.
I seen
where
this
nobody
dude
remembers
ollie a
anything.
6 with a sidewalk gap. I know he's good. You can forgive him for the sack of balloons he's carrying around nowadays, because he ollied a sidewalk gap.
True. See, and, I feel like me and Abe are kind of working from the ground up. So we're kind of matching somewhere there in the middle.
From the ground up.
I don't know.
Your old parts are good.
Yeah, but I'm saying I never
Abe,
hugged.
your parts...
It's
yeah.
okay.
The people...
It's okay.
They're there. Yeah.
They exist.
The people
happen.
respect
Hugging.
hugging.
Smith almost on the file cabinet. I remember that.
The people.
I did a good backsmith the other day at Copley.
Okay.
On the Copley ledge.
Well, that's what I was going to say about the
I was
Pablo
gonna say it's
Picasso
so low
thing.
that I think it would be hard to
Let me
backsmith.
just go back to the haters in real life.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, you're scared in there? And you're like, look, I can do normal tricks. And then you do your normal tricks. You're like, but I choose to do cool tricks.
Exactly.
And sometimes that kind of insecurity about conforming to, like, everyone else's standard, we all feel it. And we're like, yeah, I can backsmith. Or I can nollie nose grind.
He
And
can.
then people are more
I've seen it.
impressed
You
by
can.
that. Then you're like, look, I got 8 boards. This is like something different. They're like, oh, but you can nollie nose grind. So now I think maybe you're choosing to skate a little different.
Yeah,
I
but
want to
you-
see that you have both.
But you wouldn't want to
See,
see that in a
which-
video because
Which I
everybody's
don't
done it.
understand because
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah, of
care.
course not.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care what you can. I mean, like, I obviously care what you can.
But people do
But
because
like,
they
that's
use
not
it
going
as
to
a...
influence my opinion on your video part. But like, you're not going to have nollie nose grind video part or art.
But someone would.
Spoilers.
No, I know. No, I know some, obviously.
So like those kind of
that's-
normal tricks are what people use to evaluate: are you good? Are you not good? And then like, so if you can do that, and then you choose to like go in a parachute or have a hot air balloon with 8 boards coming out of it or something.
Dude,
and
you
you're like,
can't-
oh, you
you're
chose
leaking your
to
whole
do-
next part.
You chose to do that. That's not all you can do.
All right.
But if you
No.
actually
Thank you,
It
Hottie's
shouldn't-
hot air
It
balloons.
shouldn't matter, though. You know what I mean?
if you actually
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
make a contribution to skateboarding, then you have to take those traditional tricks to the max level that they possibly can be.
Oh,
If
yeah.
you can't
Which
do
is
that,
impossible.
then you have to find something completely outside of that. So that's a little tip for all you creative skaters out there who are looking to, really break into the game, we call it.
Here's the game. This is the, you got to be ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this beer was empty, I would say, here's the game. Here's FaNcY Lad. And smash it. But it's not.
You can empty that in post, right?
Yeah, well,
Don't.
Tony? Empty in post?
He's nodding his head yes, for sure.
Dude, Tony is on it tonight. Let's just say that.
Can I?
No.
Okay.
No.
He
Oh,
said-
I was saying no to that, but...
Oh.
So, I think this approach to skateboarding is what, got the likes of Christian Svitak to recognize you.
Oh, showing that nip.
Show it up. Show it up.
I think
don't know
it's
if it's in the
probably.
shot.
I think it probably is.
Your previous sponsor, 1031.
1031, as we call it on the inside.
Nice.
Really?
Wow.
For those in the know.
That's actually Halloween.
So what was it like riding for 1031?
It was very cool. Everyone was great.
How
Yeah.
does it compare to your new board sponsor?
Well. Oh!
Tony will get that in post.
Yeah.
So how does it compare to your new board sponsor?
I don't know. It's great. I mean, I get to actually
No
see
differences.
the
Okay,
riders.
We're gonna need.
you know what I
a
mean?
moment with the guest here. All right, just say it's not as good as your new.
It's not as
sponsor,
good as
okay?
the.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna take that again, Tony.
But it's different when you're not involved whatsoever because everyone lived all over the place for them, and I also only met like most of them one time. So.
Must have been very flattering though.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad Knight,
Ego boost, as I call it.
Surreal Jackson. No,
Yeah.
my ego was in the fucking shithole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
Always.
How about now?
Coming from Skater of the Year.
Really?
Yeah.
Coming from
So-
Mr. Metro Skate Line Skater of the Year, he's depressed, people.
Not depressed.
Oh.
I don't know.
He's just your average Donkey Joe, people. He's just like you.
Hey,
He
all
drinks
I'm looking
donkeys
for,
just like you.
I'm just like any normal guy. I just want a nice coffee I can buy at 7 in the morning and still be drinking at 8 p.m. at night.
I put my cream and sugar in one at a time.
In
just
one
like
extra
you.
extra at a time, just like you.
Extra regular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if your self-confidence is in the shitter, but you
No,
do
not my-
some
my
of the
ego.
your ego's in the shitter.
I'm like, I'm content
what
with
will
myself.
make you happy? You do some of the most impressive skate tricks in the world. I even
That's
said
true.
he's
That's
the
not
best
true.
skater in the world.
Abe-
That's not
even
true.
said
I don't
that.
see it. If I wasn't me, I wouldn't like be that impressed.
Well, the kickflip or the dark side to
All right.
kickflip dark slide.
How
that
long
was
after
the
I did that are we
greatest
gonna
trick
keep
ever.
fucking hearing about it? You know?
I don't know.
How
Might
long? It's
be your
been
crowning.
maybe a year.
It just
Maybe you're crowning
resurfaced
jewel.
as
I
the
know.
greatest trick in the
Drop it.
world.
I know, but like I was like after I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool, you know. And then like a couple weeks later, I'm like, all right, what's next? You know?
You know, the best
You
part
can't
about
dwell on the past.
Yeah, it's
you
true.
gotta be moving forward.
Yeah, be here now.
when
Okay.
Richie,
Like I can't be hyped on something.
When
like
Rich-
that.
when Rich, and I call him Rich,
When Dick
'cause we're
when Dick Jackson
good
posted
buds.
that.
Actually, Rich is my middle name.
there was a comment on there that said, "Oh, he totally had grip tape on the bottom of his board."
Do you know what? When Rodney Mullen did apparently the hardest trick he's ever done in his life.
Rodney, if you're watching.
Reading your book right now. Been working on it for about 2 years, but I'll finish it. I'm only on page 30. But the you take that out, right? All right, it's mad respect. But when he did the Casper slide tray flip out,
Yeah.
he had grip tape on the bottom of his.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it was.
One-
I
one
thought it was
and
a funny
half
comment.
tray
It was
flip.
like, how the fuck do you think he
I
did it
read
without
some funny
grip tape on the
comments
bottom
on there.
of
There
his
were some
board?
funny ones.
It's like, he
had
totally
the
had
grip-
grip
How
on the
many
bottom
grip
of his
tapes
board.
did he use?
Hey, that ain't fair. They don't let me keep the scraps in my skate shop. Kids, hot tip: you can keep the corners they cut off. You can put it anywhere.
Yeah,
on
the
the board.
kids
It's not
the
cheating.
kids don't think that I read all thousands of the YouTube comments on the FaNcY LaD videos. But I do.
Yeah.
Oh,
I scroll through all the comments.
That were hosted by Thrasher and Adult Swim. Shout out.
pour some out. Oh.
Oh, there's a cat at the window right
Oh my
now.
God.
That's
That is the
He's
cutest
trying to
thing.
bust in.
Tony, could you turn the camera just to show the cat real quick?
Special guest. Special guest.
Yeah,
Chris
special
Fuckerman.
guest for those of you listening to the podcast out there.
Special guest, Key Cat.
Oh,
Not,
there's the mic.
not Chris Fuckerman from Homeroom, but a cat at the window. That's right, a cat at
Can
the
we get
window.
a read?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Eric does not approve.
Kitty in the house.
Well, you smell like pancakes.
Yeah, I dropped some batter on her earlier.
And that's just one of the magical moments here. Another first at the FaNcY LaD podcast.
Not even puff.
It's true.
It's true. It is.
up.
It's not
That's
even.
fucked up.
It could be far from Puff.
Yeah,
Not even puff. Oh, poor baby.
I know. I feel bad. Eric.
That cat definitely.
So-
has a
Cat
house.
isn't defrosting
So-
an icy heart. Come on,
So, Matt-
man.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, it's Pine trying to get back in. Oh.
Eric, look at that.
Yeah, that's
Isn't
because you guys
that
created
cute?
it. You tried to sell
We
the-
didn't
sell
create
it.
You
it.
created a
You're like,
monster!
no. Yeah, and then you cut him off. It's like, what type of
Yeah.
shit is that? It's like,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go spend some
like
time.
let the cats do their
There you
thing,
go,
know?
Thanks,
Tony.
Tony.
Thank you.
What a sweetheart.
All right, so my next question was going to be, what was the moment you decided to quit? I mean, stop riding for 1031 and ride for FaNcY LaD.
Probably when Christian Svitak, shout out, texted me and said the company was going under,
Oh,
and that, yeah,
oh,
and then you texted me actually and said I heard about 1031 going under, and you asked me to ride for you, and then
and then you
mulled
texted
it over.
and then you texted back and you said, "Dude, FL3 was fucking fire, and I'm 100% down for life."
I remember that there was kind of a decision-making lull in between there.
I don't recall.
I don't recall
do.
that at all.
And I
no.
remember encouraging you and saying, "Look, it's all our friends. You skate with us anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Come on." And then you're like, "I don't know.
You see, I had
Maybe heroin skateboards." I'm like, dude.
I had to think about it for a little bit, you know.
Wait, you got offered by heroin?
No, I didn't even. I was about to send them footage, and then, but I was thinking about it, and then I was like,
Yeah, the irony is that Fisk used to ride for heroin.
yeah, I know.
How would that have made him
But that
feel?
was like at the time, like Video Nasty and FL3 were like the two videos that came out that I was like, yeah, these two videos are fucking awesome.
Dude,
You know?
dude,
Actually
fucking
changing the game, you know. But
Yeah.
in the end, I was like starting to put footage together, and then I was like, you know, I'm 20 years old, 25, 24 at the time, and I'm like, really gonna send out a sponsor tape to somebody I don't know. You know, I got a full-time job. I'm like, oh, sorry.
Hey,
You're not sending
No.
out sponsor me tapes? Who does that? I know, they come to you.
It was right in front of my... Yeah, you know, I was like... Oh.
So, but that worked out for you.
so
You ever edit a sponsor tape? It's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's just such a...
I actually haven't.
Really?
yeah, you
No,
send a part.
You send
that
a
you
clip.
Just made,
yeah, you send the link
Oh.
to it.
But that
To
doesn't
an
really
existing
showcase.
part. What, does it have to be raw footage? What do you mean?
Yeah.
You have to have like a little intro. Like,
Oh, yeah. You never talk...
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Matt Tomasello. I'm 25 years old. I got a full-time job, and I'm looking for a new board sponsorship.
You gotta cruise. You gotta scrape
When you
tail
say it
into
like that.
screen. and say it.
Whoa, Mom, I got the Pizza Hut.
Wow, Matt, I love you so much. You're such a great son and a good skateboarder.
And then you air out of a ramp.
Been skating for 14 years, and I feel like I'm better than ever. You should
But you-
sponsor me out of your company. Give me a free product. I'll make you guys shine.
But you've been in the industry, you know.
I know.
There
I'm a
There
Tom,
are
what-
tons of ramifications
the name-
behind like a sponsor tape.
The
Like,
name Tom Tweak is synonymous with
It's like a-
industry insider.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
no, there's
Are
like
you
a...
in the industry?
Oh, absolutely. I worked at a skate shop while I was in high school. I think that totally qualifies.
But
me
you
as an
know,
industry insider.
you know more
It's
than
true.
you should.
It's true. I do know more than I should. Believe
It's
me.
true.
It pains me every
Yeah,
day.
the guy's
Wow.
he's a man on the inside, you know. But there are so many rules. It's like a resume
It is like a
where you hear
resume.
just a bunch of different like bullshit and you don't know how to follow it. Like everyone's like, oh, keep your resume one page and blah blah blah, and it's like with a sponsor tape, it's supposed to be no song under 1 minute. Quick cuts, I want to say. I
just
don't
like
know.
Bangers?
PJ's part in Really Sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Like
It was just
that.
a sponsor me tape
It
for
was
other
a
companies.
sponsor me
Flip
tape.
was
For Plan
shopping.
B.
Flip was shopping them around.
It's a perfect sponsor tape.
Oh
right
God.
there.
Is that how I got sponsored
yeah.
by Plan B?
It's too good.
But you didn't have to do that for FaNcY LaD.
No.
What did you do to qualify?
You know, I was gonna. Buddy texted me and he's like, "You should send FaNcY LaD a sponsor tape. It'd be so hard."
That's what I say to everybody who reaches out on.
Yeah, shout out to my buddies out.
That's what I say to everybody who reaches out on social media. Yeah, you guys sponsoring? I always go, yeah, just send me a VHS sponsor me tape. No one ever has yet.
Really? Nobody?
Yeah, nobody.
How many people have you said that to?
At least 5 to 10.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, but still.
That's it.
Yeah,
I feel like
sometimes
a lot of people like would want
sometimes they just link their part, so I don't even bother. Like,
but they don't count.
I'll watch it, but I don't. I don't tell them to send me a VHS after they link their part. But yeah, seriously, that's the worst way to go about it. If you want to tell anybody how to get sponsored, don't just DM Instagram and say, "Yo, you guys sponsoring?"
It's true. That's the thing about sponsor me tapes, and I'm saying this as an industry insider, is that whenever
God.
I got sponsor me tapes, you're instantly turned off by the fact it's like, oh, first of all, this person thinks they're good enough to be sponsored. There's got to be something wrong with them, you know. But do you remember one sponsor me tape
You put
that we
yourself
did
in a
receive?
vulnerable spot.
That was
We as in
something.
Coliseum.
Yes, that
Okay.
was something.
So you were an insider, okay? So you
I was an industry
stop
insider.
underselling yourself here.
Listen, let's say I gripped a few boards, huh? And there was a really great sponsor me tape that we
The
got.
bottom or the top?
Both,
Nice.
depending on the dark slide. Great sponsor me tape. Dave Mull of the Warble.
The Warble.
The Warble. Yeah, yeah.
What does that mean, by the way?
I don't know. You'd have to
Warble,
ask,
if you're listening, we love your videos. Tell us.
Wait,
what's
hold on.
the
I'll
need.
text.
And
Oh wait,
also,
no, I'm
yeah.
not cool. I don't have his number.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let me text my boy Ramp. That's Man Ramp.
Oh,
Yeah.
You friends
Well-
with him?
Doesn't identify as Man Ramp anymore. So,
Oh.
yeah. Actually,
poor taste.
Yeah.
Someone commented
Edit
Orange
that.
Man and Man Ramp collab.
Orange Man Ram.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he's kind of going for the man thing's taken, dog.
Dude.
What, you have beef with him? You're wearing blue blockers. You're wearing blue blockers right now. That's his thing.
That's true.
Those are my blue blockers, by the way.
These were
everyone.
his.
These are mine. And someone commented on the video of at the playground. Someone said, "Is that
saw
Man Ram?"
that.
Tom, you're gonna tell us.
Tom, were you gonna tell
Well,
a
I'd
story?
love to work with him.
Oh, I was just saying the only
It's funny,
only.
just the glasses too. It's like you don't really possess any other qualities that he has.
What do you mean?
And
I could hold a piece
He's
of
got
wood.
the chops or
But you
the,
can't hold it
the
like he
mustache.
I could
whatever
hold
he's
a
got.
piece of wood. I couldn't hold it with one of you guys riding on it for sure. But the only point to my story was that the Dave Mull sponsor me tape is fucking awesome. Like no other sponsor me tapes
Did
typically.
you sponsor him?
Yeah.
Wait, you wrote for the Coliseum?
Yeah, he had that Tricks
Yeah.
in Boston Massacre.
Yeah, in Southeast Park.
Oh yeah.
Hot, hot.
People down the rail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Lip
I never
slide,
knew who
lip
that
slide
was.
at
Yeah, me either, but I
Bunker
was always
Hill.
impressed.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. But yeah, sponsor me tapes are difficult
Community
because it's
college.
like you always already
K-Man,
have a
employment.
Dude, that kickflip
an idea that this
12
person
too,
has a
over
large
the camera.
ego because they're putting together a sponsor me tape. But it's you know it's kind of like the catch. It's like, well, how else are you supposed to get out there?
It's like American Idol.
Well, there's
You know you got something to offer.
Right.
You show up, you do your audition.
A lot of companies are just like, yeah, we'll find you. You know, don't hit us up. We'll hit you up.
Well, as
Yeah.
someone
Your
who's
people will
sponsored,
contact
It's different now
my
with the
people.
social media because
I
it's
know.
like
True.
or
you'll
just the
get
internet
out
in
there.
general.
Yeah.
You can just send a heartfelt email saying about how you appreciate their product and their direction of the company, and say I would like to be involved, and then send some links.
And that works for you, though. You're the man
It
of
works.
many sponsors.
You send a heartfelt email. Oh, stop! All right, louder. Thank you.
You know.
Shout out to my
No, go
Where are
ahead.
you going
shout out
soon?
to my sponsors.
Where are you going soon, buddy?
Juju Bearings is taking me to LA.
Really?
Oh,
This
that's
month.
so sick. How many sets of bearings are they sending you for that trip across country?
It's gonna be a long one, so I feel like each state I'll probably switch up.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's that?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So the dream of skateboard sponsorship is alive and well.
That's so sick.
Oh.
And are you going to be filming while you're out there? What are you going to be doing?
We're going to be filming a 3-person shared part. Maybe you've heard of 2-person shared parts?
Nope. Not even
Like-
not even familiar with the concept of sharing. Please explain.
So, like, you know, Jerry, Sue, and Louis Barletta shared part and Subject to Change. Probably greatest shared part of all time.
Possibly. It is
Actually,
up there.
What would you
yeah.
say?
That's pretty good, yeah. I can't think of a better one.
Dude,
I-
I would
yeah,
probably
I can't
say
think of a
Heath
shirt one.
Kirchart and Steve Barron.
In Mosaic. That's a good one. I love that part. Too short.
Really?
No, the Heath footage is great.
Actually, the Barra footage.
and the
was
Bears
said
footage is good. Yeah,
yeah.
that's good too.
Like,
But
Barra, if you're watching this, like,
Yeah, no, that's probably the best shirt part that I can think
don't
of
actually like
off
you.
the top of my head. But
or the AV and Dill one and
But that part was
feedback.
good.
nah, that one's alright.
It's actually kind of
Kind of
one
throwaway.
of the worst ones, but
Yeah.
two
think-
great skaters.
Best,
Two great
best,
skaters. Yeah.
Best shared skate park ever are Robin Biggs' part in the DC video.
That's kind of a shared part.
Oh, it's definitely a shared part.
I know. I'm surprised you had footage of that.
I didn't even remember filming for that.
Can I get another splash of water?
So
Thank you.
one of my favorite tricks that I've seen you do is that tray flip in the Adult Swim edit where the truck flips on the hinge.
Mm.
Do you remember the one?
Thank you.
Yeah. Actually, you filmed that
Uh-huh.
very well.
I remember you saying that you didn't really think it was worth filming at the time. You said wasn't going to translate or something.
We had a storytelling debate, basically, where I say, first you do the tray flip, then you swing it open and scrape the bottom of the board on the ground.
Wait, so first you do the tray. So you tray flip into it?
No, just do a tray flip on flat, then scrape it on the ground. Isn't that what happens? Or is that not?
Yeah, that was the clip.
Isn't that what you did?
That was the
Yeah.
clip. Oh yeah, no. So it was the reverse. I said first you scrape it on the ground, show that when you kick it up, it unfolds.
That's what I
and
said
slides
after
on the
we
ground.
filmed it.
And no, and then you like put it back together. Then you do the tray flip after.
But it was the other way around when we filmed it.
Right, because you and Rob were like, that doesn't make sense.
No, that wasn't what made sense.
Yeah, that was
I remember
it.
saying that, or maybe you said it after we filmed it. And it had already broken into pieces, and it was useless.
That's the trouble with them.
Yeah.
They always break quickly.
Except for Jesse.
Nah, his dude too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that was really easy for you. I think that's why you're saying this is not worth filming.
No, you said that.
Me?
Yeah, I remember
No.
that. You said, just do a normal trick on the weird board. I remember you said that.
I was telling you, first you open it up and slide, because like that's like the coolest thing about that board is that it opens.
Yes.
And then you do the tray flip to show you can do tricks with this weird board too. It was more about the order of how you're doing the line that I had the issue with.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember you saying that.
The narrative of the
okay.
board.
I was wondering.
That's what I was talking about.
I was wondering if you held a grudge with this trick, which is why you, felt so attacked when I compared your trick that you were filming recently to that trick.
No. No, that was not why.
What happened there?
Which part?
The whole thing where you kind of told me that you didn't like the things I was saying to you, and I hurt your feelings. And
I don't know. Just mostly negative attitude on the sesh.
that I said it was your greatest manipulation and encouraged you to film it more and tried to give you pointers.
Maybe it was the pointers.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid of me. I've have no experience skating whatsoever. I don't know what I was thinking.
It's just when you're in the throngs of already having filmed something for an hour, and then someone shows up and you're like, hey, actually, you could do it this way. And I'm like, well, what do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to land it.
Sometimes it takes an outsider's perspective to really have an analytical mind about a trick, because you might be a little too point of view / emotionally invested in how you're already doing it.
Maybe. But I was working it out.
Nice. And as far as the tone goes, like I said, at the time, I said, "Have you met me?"
Doesn't mean you can't work on it.
Excuse me? What
There
the
you
fuck
go.
did you just say?
Oh. It's the sincerity in his voice.
All right, this podcast is over.
Tony, just cut it real quick. I'll talk to him. Tony, just cut it. Just cut it. Just button. It's the record button. It's the same one. It's always the same one. It's still going. I can tell.
Not all.
So you're still thinking about that? Or is that just podcast fodder?
Oh, it's just podcast fodder. You know, I don't really
Alright.
care about that sort of thing. But
Really?
it didn't even. What?
It's still on.
No, I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
It
That's the beauty of it.
I thought it was too petty to even talk about during the time. I just thought it was
But not too petty to bring up now
Hot-
when there's a camera and
yeah,
a
Topic.
yeah.
microphone
Yeah,
recording.
true. Yeah.
Hot button.
True. True.
All right.
Isn't it great we can all just look back and laugh on
I
it
completely
now?
forgot about it. But yeah,
Just open up
it
old
is
wounds.
laughable.
Yeah.
What the fuck did you just say? Alright, that's it. This podcast is over.
Is that for real now, or
Tony, would you just hit the button? Yeah, same one.
just hit the button?
Alright, I thought about it. I thought about it more, and
I had to come
you
back
know-
close and push it.
yeah. Maybe the podcast should be over. Not because of any sort of feelings or anything like that. Just a general, I really have to pee, and
Yeah.
What about the bag of
We've all been.
clothes in the van? Oh wait, that isn't even yours. Never mind.
No,
I was
that's
gonna
good.
like, yeah, I know.
those are my mom's clothes. She
Yeah, I
asked me to
get-
donate them to Goodwill.
Well, now that they're in a big ripped bag that as soon as you pick up, it's just going to spill
Yeah.
everywhere.
I was thinking about
It
that
probably
earlier.
has some of other people's clothes in there. 'cause-
I saw that bag earlier. I was like, you know what? This is a good topic for the podcast.
Yeah. Why?
Well, I thought about Abe leaving his banana peels.
It was
I was
like
just thinking
a
of
million banana peels.
Yeah, I know.
The bag of clothes
Because we're trying to
Yes,
move
the
his
bag
stuff.
Of banana peels.
are like a million banana peels.
In size.
Okay, inside. Yes.
Yes, okay.
For sure.
Yeah. I'll agree with
And
you
what
on
they
that.
represent.
They really stack up.
A favor for my mom that
Well-
was interrupted by several other favors I was doing by letting people use the van.
Okay, here's what it is that you forget something in the van, not a
I
big
didn't
deal.
forget it. I was using it to bring it to the Goodwill.
Along with
okay.
that jug of pee.
Yeah, well, Judge P's got me out of a bunch of
By the
different
way,
binds.
You know,
You should probably drink a little bit more
Yeah, I
water.
was thinking that, too.
It's
one
like
tip,
acidic.
if you
know,
just
it's like burn the
donate your jugs of pee to the Goodwill, you can write it off on your taxes.
That was a
They
good
pay
job.
by
There
the
was
gallon.
plenty more to pee into there.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't like the bag of trash that was in the van while I was
No, I don't feel like
while you were borrowing the van.
I
Dude.
Can we
put
just
20
acknowledge
bucks
that he just
in.
mooned us
20
through the window?
You
bucks.
put $20 into the bag of trash?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, I threw
It was
that
in
bag
quarters,
away.
too. Oh. Dude, it took me forever to roll those quarters. It
Changes fucking everything.
does. You know, it does.
Absolutely.
Well, I think, Abe, this has been a good first video podcast.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We really went over all the issues.
I got some more things
I
I don't
agree with
like
you.
about you guys.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All right, I will
No,
do
I'm
now.
kidding.
We'll,
You
we'll
got
take
one
5
more
more.
minute.
Yeah,
got one more
You
minute.
don't know.
we'll take 5. Come on.
All right, let's take 5. Quick, let's just
You want
go
to
over
talk some
things
quick
we don't
shit
like about each other.
about us or anybody else in the skate industry?
Jim Greco.
Oh! You know what? I think we're going to need 6 minutes.
Let's talk the new Jim Greco film briefly.
Year 13. More
Loved
like it's going to take me that many years to finish it because
I
those
know.
edits are
And you know
long.
what I just thought? If we were like smart enough to think of something, I would have been like, "All right,
This
let's
thing
talk
on?
about the Jim Greco video." And all of a sudden,
We'd have Jim Greco come out.
we pan
Yeah.
to some waiter's face and be like, "Yeah, I'll take a nice coffee and some pork chops."
Yeah.
And then you just that would have been great.
No.
It's
Yeah.
too bad that
He
this
was
is
trying
live.
to show. Hey, Jimmy Greco here, trying to showcase my ingenuity of ordering a hot coffee and a cup of ice and pouring it into
What did he
it.
order though?
That was
Did he
smart.
order the hot coffee?
That was smart.
Yeah, but not really. Have you ever poured hot
Oh,
coffee
yeah.
on ice?
It becomes
It just tastes like
lukewarm
water.
coffee.
Yeah, it's just terrible, and it's just water.
Yeah,
Depends
but
on how much
it's
It's
the
kind
job
of
done.
like
I've
Dunkies.
seen Mike Linkus do it.
It's exactly
It's good
like
at that.
Dunkies.
Lincoln's
People are
is
too
so good.
impatient to wait
Loads
for
it
their
up with, like,
coffee to
12
get
ice
cold.
cubes.
Or
Full
yeah,
tray.
Yeah.
Sometimes full tray.
Cool down.
Yeah. He's the best.
that was good.
He's so good.
Double tray?
Double tray.
Oh, that trick looks weird. No, I'm
I
just
love. I like that trick.
But Jim
Um,
Greco, the tricks were great.
now-
The skating was great.
The new video was way better than the
Oh
first
yeah,
one.
way better than the old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them both.
Okay. Well, a fellow sober man such as yourself.
Yeah, it
How
shows.
many
the
years are we on, buddy?
It shows the struggle of 5. Actually, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
You should make a skate video with film and call it Year 5, and show you putting clothes on, and ordering
It's
food.
kind of him showing me up with the amount of years, but
Yeah, he puts on his capris one leg at a time, just like everyone else.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He orders his iced coffee, his hot coffee, and dumps it on.
Just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Just like Donkey Joe with his extra.
Extra regular,
Sorry.
medium, extra regular.
yeah.
But you didn't like the curb skating. I remember.
I mean, granted, I have seen him skating before, and I have seen him skate a curb, and I have seen him do all the same tricks on a curb.
But he was skating fast.
He always skates fast. He's got a good style. He's a good skateboarder. But
The
sobriety is not
the
a trick.
medium is what
Yeah.
you don't like.
Nice,
Yeah.
Sobriety just like... there are a lot
I
of
think
people
it's
that
a
are
story
sober,
that isn't
you know?
told in skating very often. I think it's told only in the documentary form.
Well, they
Where
showcase
it's like,
it.
You know, it's like, you know, Christian Hosoi talking about his battle with addiction,
I never
stuff
seen
like
that.
It's a good one. Rising Sun.
Yeah,
And it's like mostly in skating you're seeing like drink beers and, you know,
I think that's-
skate a bowl
That's
and
not happening nowadays. Now it's becoming more about being sober now.
Really?
Yeah, look at Andrew Reynolds, like
Actually.
Spanky, Jerry Sue, like everyone's like getting healthy now. Even like John Dixon is like, yeah, we had a
John Dixon?
Yeah, no,
I didn't even know he was like drunk guy.
Yeah, but like. If
What
you-
about Dolan's? Or Dolan?
Yeah,
I
it's
just
Dolan.
learned.
He's an alcoholic
Yeah.
from Australia, like.
But he's awesome.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he's more
fucking
entertaining than
sick.
anyone
But no,
you
like
just
becoming
listed
sober
off.
is like a new
Dolan's
thing in skating
Tony's
now.
favorite skater.
Wait, really?
It's true.
Yeah.
Tony?
Yeah.
Well, more material
choice.
on that subject
Good
is
choice.
a good thing, I think.
Oh, of course, I completely.
Because
agree.
I grew up watching, you know, Baker 3 and all
Piss
these
drunks.
other videos that, yeah, exactly, piss
Piss
drunks
drunks.
that like glamorize that, and it made me want to be drunk.
No, it was like a
You
damn
know?
video.
Really?
Yeah,
piss
it
drunk.
made me want to
I
like
don't know, it's,
live a reckless life like Eric
like
Ellington.
Reckless Life, the video.
He lived a really reckless life. Sometimes he would take a right on red when there was a no right on red
I
sign.
actually did that the other day.
Or,
Yeah.
I've seen
or
it
he would
happen.
encourage you to just drive the wrong way down a one-way street.
Yeah.
Yeah, with cars double parked to each side, you know.
Now we
That's
But-
good.
Hey.
It encouraged you to
But hey.
express some free will.
But you know,
I like
cracking a beer, you know, that's terrible.
I like that
No,
quote
it's
that
not
Dustin
about
Dolan
I know,
had.
I know. I'm just fucking with you.
I'm gonna misquote it, but it was like a lot of people putting a high price on sobriety and praising all these fake false idols or something. Ah, fuck it, I don't know. It was in the back of Thrasher. It was pretty good.
Who's the false idol?
Praising. I think he was speaking of religion, but
What?
yeah, I fucked that up. That was a terrible way to end the podcast. We'll have to keep going for another 5 to 10 minutes.
Well, some people have a problem with AA because it's religious.
Is it religious?
Yeah.
I thought that part was optional.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like kind of it's kind of Christian based.
It's run by like Christians.
that's my
Yeah.
problem
But
with
dude,
the Salvation Army
JC's
too.
fucking blood was wine.
I don't think they
You're
really.
trying to not.
I don't think they really push that when you're.
They have
there.
you drink wine in church.
Good point.
It's true. Not to mention the
Not
I never
Eucharist.
drank
not to
wine.
get
Delicious.
drunk, but
The body of Christ. I could snack that all day.
Yeah, that's a wafer.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Never
bring
had
some
it.
hummus.
Really?
yeah, really. I never went to
Really?
I never went to Christian church. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know this much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I think that
Jamie
movie
Thomas,
is good.
if you're watching, sorry.
I think the skating's good. I think like we've been finding out more and more. I think that these grander topics, maybe they don't belong in skate videos.
Sure they do, because if skating's a lifestyle, then like sobriety or drug use or politics, all of these things are intertwined.
See, the thing is, I feel like this has been how it is for a while. I feel like there are different genres of skate videos. You know,
no, definitely. Yeah.
so that's kind of more of like a documentary style thing, and it's like people don't have to watch it, you know.
Right.
But when
Well,
you're
they're
watching
kinda-
it, you're kind of getting more like, okay, there's gonna be related to skating, but there's gonna be more of like
Well, it's not like your Transworld video bringing sheets of plywood out into the desert. Chris, or what's his name?
Expedition 1 guy?
Yeah, what's his name? He's in all the Transworld.
Guy Ollie double set?
Yeah, what's his name? Tell me it. Chris Lambert.
Yeah.
It's not like your Transworld section with Chris Lambert skating in slow mo where you can just skip all that personality footage. It's bundled
True.
in throughout the video, and
Yeah.
therefore
You don't
you're
have to
kinda-
watch it.
right. But that's what I'm
Kinda
saying. It's not like the
exclude-
parts are separate. I'm saying they're different like, genres of skate videos.
But this
No,
is
no,
almost a
definitely.
brand
Now
new
more than
genre
ever.
where
Well,
it's
right,
kind
yeah.
of fictional in a
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's autobiographical, but it's like he's staging these scenes where it's him getting dressed, getting food, living his normal life.
But just to
Yeah,
bring
but-
it back to the YouTube comments that I do read, listen to all you out there on YouTube.
That was a good
I went
one.
in the bathroom.
I was reading a comment thread on is this skateboarding, and there was somebody saying, "Yo, it was like, oh, I forget. They said something like criticizing us, saying that we suck, and then like they had to backpedal and go, yeah, I just don't like all the like stupid shit in between the skate and
Really?
where they like try to be funny.
Really?
I mean, that's just one guy's
I
opinion.
know, but that's
But
like
that's the beauty of
That's
YouTube.
understandable.
Yeah.
yeah. I feel like that's what most people who aren't down with it like prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where the
That's
skating
why
is the weak
People who
point.
don't skate always say, I hate skate videos, but I love you guys' videos.
I know your girlfriend's favorite skate video.
Good tagline. FaNcY LaD Skateboards. Your girlfriend's favorite skate video. 2017.
Or just people who don't skate can relate to it more than other videos.
Yeah.
Comedy.
And also, it's more in the realm of tricks they can actually do. It's your everyman video.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean, it's more
'Cause, like,
so.
you-
Not your part, though.
No,
Skater
no.
of the Year, Matt
That's
Come
Tomasello.
on, I'm talking. Yeah, I can do Abe's trick. I can just go cut a skimboard into 4 different parts and everything's
But
gonna
you
fall
can't
out.
Spoiler
think
alert.
of it.
Oh my god, dude, Tony.
But you can't think of it.
Yeah, but it's not. You know, that's not.
they
something
could think
everyone
of
can
it.
do.
But they could.
If
They
you,
won't.
start, it's
I
like
think
you
it's
use
something-
it. You use it if you don't lose it.
It's a muscle.
Sort of thing.
It's a creative muscle that you got to exercise, people.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't get how it's things that are easily obtainable. Because now that I think of like every single part in it, it's like.
Well, we're using pretty
I'm not
basic
s-
materials. It's just like
I'm
if
just
you
saying-
use your imagination.
I'm just
you
saying that
can
it's
do it.
it's
Something
like,
like
So yeah, nobody's
Something
really
like it.
like.
it's like low impact. That's what I'm trying to get
low
at.
impact,
Yeah.
small spots. Yeah,
Right.
like even if you have a crappy
It's
board,
still the skating's
Could
still
happen.
extremely
bike.
difficult. Trust us. Yeah.
No, this shit takes us hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing's easy.
Hmm.
But don't think it's relatable at all for anyone. I think that's what's enjoyable about it.
Oh,
Because,
that too.
yeah, like I don't even.
Well, what's
you're-
what's
I think it's
relatable is
inspiring.
exciting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. You don't know, the viewer doesn't know what the hell's going on half the time.
Rewatchability right there.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think people who don't skate, if they're watching a skate video, they feel alienated by seeing tricks that look very similar, but to a skater who knows the language of the tricks, you're like, no, that was a nollie crook, and they're like, okay, whatever. Just see a person
Oh, you're
on
talking
a
about normal.
yeah, exactly. Like any person who doesn't skate can
Yeah,
see
the
that
repetition.
in the FaNcY LaD videos, there's a lot more variety of
From-
what's going on.
Yeah, from non-skaters, like the number one like critique I've heard from every single skate video is everything looks the same.
Yeah.
Right.
No matter whose part it is, no matter what they're doing,
Right.
everything looks. Even like creative skaters, they don't get it because they don't. I mean, except maybe like part of this personality footage, but everything generally looks the same. And if you can do something that appeals to people that don't skate as well as people that skate, you're just knocking down all the pins.
Mhm.
You know, it's a strike. Oh yeah.
And on
I
that
never used that
note,
analogy before. It's so dumb.
It's a good
You
one.
can change that analogy, right?
In post.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go find that
Home run.
piss
Yeah, home
jug
run, yeah.
and say thank you for tuning in. This has been a very nice podcast. Abe?
It's been pretty nice. It's had some hills and valleys.
Mike Valleys.
Hills and
Mike
valleys.
Valleys. Yeah.
But I've had a pretty good time.
Abe, I respect you and I consider you one of my best friends and also highest of contemporaries.
Thank you. I feel the same way. We're shaking hands if you...
They can see it.
Oh, right. Well,
He
that's
was
great.
just trying to help. Okay.
Matt, you want to say anything because the tape's low?
Got a low tape, buddy.
That's what I was going to say. Well, I guess I don't have to say it anymore. Done?
I was also going to say that Matt was going to say there was a low tape, so I'm good.
All right.
But thanks for checking it out.
And yeah, until next time.
Yo, also, happy 30th birthday to my boy, Cool.
Oh!